Hello, hello, my lovely people. This is Resilience Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. It's been such a long time. I hope you're all doing well. All right, so today's reading, we're looking at do they feel it too? Which means, do they feel the connection that you feel with them too? Like, is it mutual? So we're gonna do the tarot reading. I have some oracles that I want to pull out, a message from the universe. And it's really going to be a short and sweet reading, I think. And for today, we have 4 piles to choose from. So for pile 1, we have this ametrine crystal. For pile 2, we have this lace agate. I'm not sure if it's pronounced maybe lace agate. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's say lace agate for now. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, though. For pile 3, we have this aragonite. And finally, for pile 4, we have this heart adventuring. So I invite you to take a deep breath and choose the pile that you're the most attracted to. And I'm going to see you in the next piles. Hi, pile 1. If you choose this ametrine crystal, this is going to be your reading. So welcome. I hope you are doing well. So as I said in the beginning, today's reading is going to be about, does your person feel the connection too? So you might feel like a strong attraction, a strong pull towards that person. And we're going to see if they feel it too. So I kind of want to do a tarot reading. I feel like the most reading is going to be focused on the tarot deck, but I'm going to have some oracles that I want to pull out and finish off with a message from the universe. Of course, if you have any additional question after this reading or really just want a personalized experience, I do offer tarot readings on Etsy shop. The link is going to be put in the description box. So I'm just gonna put that aside. Ooh, it's a little filthy here. Sorry about that. You can't even see it on camera. Anyway, I have to be transparent about that because it kind of like annoyed me a little bit. Okay, anyway. All right, I'm gonna ask Spirit now to please tune me into the energy of pile 1. And by the way, it's always important for me to be transparent to the card. So you really have to be waiting for any type of answer, even the one maybe you don't want to. But just know that I'm always wishing the best for you guys. It's just take the message that resonates with you, I would say, at the end. This is a general reading on YouTube, of course, for entertainment purpose. So yeah, you take the message that really you feel it deeply resonate with you and your situation. And for me, you're always a master of your own decision. And, we're looking at the current energy. So in tarot, right? Nothing is set in stone. So, all right. Let me just shuffle that one last time. And of course, if you like those type of reading, you're always welcome to put up subscribe to my channel. And I want to take a few moments to thank my new and current subscribers. Each one of you are so amazing. So thank you so much. All right, so Spirit, does pile 1's person feel the connection too? So we're asking about pile 1's connection. Well, I kind of want to know, pile 1 is always my first try, and I kind of want to know first with what is going on in that connection. And if we don't provide the answer to the question yet, I'm going to pull out more tarot cards, but let's see what is going on in that connection, Spirit. Starting with 5 of Swords, what is going on in that connection? Oof, okay, 3 of Swords. Some of you might be in no contact, separation. 6 of Pentacles in reverse. Well, a lot is going on. I'm hearing like, I don't know if I can even say that on YouTube, but a lot of shit is going on right now. Okay, why the 5 of Swords? So as always, I'm going to clarify each of them. Why the 2 of Swords? Why the Knight of Wands in reverse? Okay, we're definitely going to clarify that. Why the 10 of Cups in reverse? 6 of Swords. So I'm getting like, definitely there's like some heartbreak, there's some separation, there's some sadness, I'm not gonna lie, with all the cards, I feel like the answer is already like maybe they don't feel the connection, or they really just restrain themselves, I would say, from feeling the connection. You might hear my cat in the back. He's fine, don't worry. My cats are two like meow specimen. So and he's like really far away. I don't know. Anyway, it's gonna be fine. But it's distracting me a little bit. Okay, so we're starting strong. Five of Swords. So there is destruction. There's like there might, for some of you, being a betrayal. I'm kind of like really drawn to like this character here that is kind of like crying. You know, all those shoulders are like on the front. You know, and he's like, it seems like they're crying like in their hand. And I don't really like this character smiling here. I'm kind of like, okay, just a second. Okay, sorry about that. The meowing was really out of control. So hopefully it's gonna get better. But let's take that as a sign. Not that my cat is suffering, but I'm getting like either like someone is trying to get the other person's attention, or there's like things that has been left unsaid, and there were like a lot to say. You know, I don't know if you can hear. Like I was like meow 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 meow. You know, so I feel like there's well, I'm hearing unfinished business. I do wonder if this is reciprocal. I'm not gonna lie, I would say for now I'm not sensing like a mutual energy. So maybe like someone feel like it's really only reciprocal. Like only one way. With like Six of Swords, I'm getting, you know, it's time to like move on. And the card I'm getting underneath is like really like characters that are kind of alone, kind of like trying to look forward for their own self. Right? They're not looking at someone. They're looking, let's say, like in the mirror, perhaps. So, like, how can I take that as a lesson and be a better person myself? But yeah, there's, yeah, my other cat is meowing also. Well, we have fun here. This is distracting me so much from the reading, honestly. But, you know, we're gonna get connected to it. So yeah, there's a Two of Swords, right? So the Two of Swords, of course, you can see like there's swords in the heart. This is a painful rupture. I'm really getting from this energy that either you're asking about an ex, or like really a kind of relationship or situationship that didn't end well, or is not going well at the moment. And I'm getting a lot of betrayal, a lot of yeah, kind of a betrayal. Like I never knew you would do something like that. And it's not necessarily like cheating, but it could just be, you know, like the Knight of Pentacles is independence. It's kind of like being alone. You can see like how this person is kind of like single. So I don't know if someone decided that it's better for them to be single. The Six of Pentacles, usually when it's upward, it's a 50-50 give and take for me. So the fact that it's in reverse and it's clarified by the Justice, the Justice is kind of like making like the best decision for herself. So maybe someone was like, you know what, like this person, oh my god, I keep hearing his shit. What is going on in that connection, guys? But yeah, there were like arguments. It's something, either it's not going well or it didn't end well. Someone feel like they give so much more in that connection than the other person. And I feel if this is you, I would of course know why you are in this reading. There's like a lot of question that doesn't have answers yet. Definitely I'm gonna clarify the Tower. Usually like the Knight of Wands in reverse is kind of like bad results, like a bad ending. Ten of Cups in reverse, it's like something, it could be meaning like not being in alignment with our values. The Queen of Swords in reverse, usually the Queen of Swords upward, it's you know, like acting for ourselves, saying the truth, acting for what truly matters to us, which is kind of like our values, right? And then it's in reverse. I'm kind of getting that someone has to change a lot of their person to make that connection work, and maybe it's not possible. Okay, we're gonna bring some clarifiers here, because I feel like the connection can't benefit if one of you has to change your core values, because like you have to find you deserve, right? Everybody deserves someone that fits with our core values. And if this is not like their own values, they have to respect it. And I do wonder if there was like perhaps maybe pushing boundaries or didn't respect values. And so the person that haven't had their boundaries like met is kind of like in a lot of frustration right now. The tower is kind of like chaos. You can see like all, and I'm really getting like, you know, it's kind of like this is like you turn the connection, and it's kind of like they're just getting out of the tower. So like it's, I don't know, I'm getting like something is not possible to be. It's kind of like, you know, like being expelled like from home, you know, like nope, rejected, you know, this connection is not working. And it's interesting how the crown, there's a crown here. I think it's the first time now noticed that, and it's kind of like getting out, which I don't know, it's kind of like getting me a message that, I mean, the energy could be vice versa once again, but if this is you that felt perhaps betrayed, that it didn't respect your core values. And my cats are fighting, guys. Oh, there's a little bit of love, but wait, I have to analyze that. I feel like there could be an important message. Well, they're still fighting right now. They're just like looking at each other. One of them is a little bit like back. And the other one is trying to give them affection. But the other one is kind of like, can I trust that? Man, cats are like, can bring a lot of like spiritual values. Okay, yeah, so if you feel like you were the one like, oh, like that feel betrayed, it's kind of like saying, you know, like that you deserve to be out of this connection, like with your crown, in a sense. All right, so, but let me clarify that. Why the tower? Because usually the tower is like a sudden change. The moon, so like this is like hidden emotions. I feel like maybe someone has like accepted a lot of things from, perhaps you have accepted a lot of things from that person, and you had hid a lot, like you have taken a lot, even if you weren't against it, and now you're kind of like waking up and it's kind of like, nope, I deserve better than that. And you can see how this character is kind of like a little annoyed. And now they're fighting hard. Oh my gosh, guys. Well, all right, what else can I clarify here? Why the Six of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice? Eight of Cups, which is kind of like leaving something behind. You can see it, right? I feel like the connection wasn't like super bad in a sense. Like there were some good moments. You can see like with those cups here. But what Spirit is saying is that you're leaving something behind, which is like this person is offering you, for example, 8 cups. In reality, you deserve 10. And 10 is kind of like the end of it. It's kind of like the biggest reach in a sense, you know, from 1 to 10. And Spirit is kind of like telling you, you know, like, and maybe even like the 2 cups or the one that you want more. And I don't know, it could be like incompatibility of some sort. Why the 7 of Cups? So the 2 of Swords in reverse is like movement forward, gaining clarity about something. One more. Strain in reverse. I'm really getting like you, some of you, man, I'm so sorry. Some of you, okay, we have the 8 of Swords here, 2 of Pentacles, and 5 of Wands, and 5 of Pentacles. Ooh la la. Well, you know, guys, this is what I'm telling you. Like sometimes the cards are not happy. And oh, and by the way, my gosh, so sometimes I'm getting so distracted. You know, I was telling you about the 10 cups, and this card is here, but in reverse, which is kind of telling me, you know, like you have more potential than this connection can offer you. Well, I feel like with the 5 of Swords, which I said is about betrayal or like something, dishonesty also. It can also be about dishonesty. And I'm hearing like, especially since we have the Tower too, you kind of have known something for that person, in a surprise, like you didn't, like, this is why it is a painful rupture. It was really sudden. It was kind of like you knew something was like, nope, this is not my value. For example, maybe have been cheating on. And by the way, I'm so sorry if that happened to you, but you could have been cheating on, or they have been lying to you, and it's kind of like they have hidden you that for so long, and now you're kind of like, nope, not working. But I feel like I'm gonna pull up more tarot cards because, I mean, you did ask if they feel that connection too. But, you know, in a sense, I can understand. Sometimes, like, we can feel a connection, but, like, in the 3D world, it is not working. And I had... Wait, where is it? I saw the Two of Cups and the Lovers here. And I lost the two. Yeah. When I was shuffling, I saw those cards. I'm kind of like, well, you know, sometimes... And I feel like it can be the hard part about life. You can have, like, a strong connection with someone. But they can be, like, not that good. Yeah. And sometimes it's about, you know, like, if you believe in that, we're souls, right? Like, we have more than one life, maybe. And sometimes you know someone from a past life, and when you meet them in this life, it's kind of like, oh, there's something here. I swear to God, my cats are driving me crazy right now. And I swear to God, they have food, they have water, everything is fine, okay? They're just a little bit dramatic, like their mother. Anyway, my God, when you hear that, oh, you know, so this is a first, you guys. Like, I'm so sorry for all the distraction, but like, yeah, okay, what I was saying. So, you know, like, you met this person in this life, it's kind of like, oh my God, there's something, maybe they're my soulmate, and you feel like a lot of depth, emotional and spiritual connection. But in reality, this person, like, even if they have like a beautiful soul, some of them, they might have, you know, rejected, or they just like being a jerk. Sorry. But, you know, it can happen, and we have to be aware of that. Spirit, does Pawan's person feel their connection too? So we're really gonna get to know Ace of Wands. So we're really gonna get to know what are they feeling. So the Emperor is coming back. Okay, Two of Swords. Why the Ace of Wands? Why the Emperor? Why the Two of Swords? So for some of you, it might be, you know, as I said earlier, like the energy can be vice versa. It could be like your person that feel betrayed. I'm not saying that you did something bad, but, you know, sometimes it's just about a different perception about things, and they could have feel betrayed in some way. Only for some of you. Because I'm getting that they kind of feel a connection. I don't think like this is in the same way than you are seeing the connection though. But they feel something. There's a lot of yellow also I'm getting. Like there's a lot of yellow. I do wonder if this is like too perhaps intense for that person, or there's... It's interesting because yes, they're feeling it too, but I don't know what happened between the two of you guys, but like what is going on in that connection is not so cute, you know? So this person, especially with the Six of Swords, which I said earlier, is about moving on, can be focused more on their career, or like trying to ignore what that connection could be. Because you do have the Emperor and the King of Pentacles, which are like really, well, not really focused about a connection with someone. They're more focused about themselves and their progress. The Page of Pentacles can also be about learning from that painful rupture. I'm getting like this, the separation, if that applies to you, wasn't that happy to that person either. But like they're like, you know what, like it's, I feel like for them it's kind of over, but they're definitely feeling something too. But as I'm telling you guys, I don't know what happened. Why the Seven of Swords? Because the Seven of Swords is once again a betrayal. The hidden emotions are here again. Because the moon can be like, you know, fear, anxiety, darkness. There could be like a lot of darkness to that person. It's kind of like they would, yes, they feel something. You know, the Ace of Wands is like really a passionate new beginning. It's kind of like an opportunity, a gold opportunity, but one more. Why do they have like so much fear? Well, the fool. He's a fool. They're a fool. Okay, but I don't know why I feel like they're not they don't feel they're at your level, or they can't meet your needs, or vice versa, once again. Because I'm getting the thing, and I'm getting here is, even though there is a connection that they can feel, there's incompatibility. Okay? And I'm being honest here, and I swear to God, even though like it's important for me to be transparent to the cards, I totally appreciate doing those readings are a little bit like negative in a way. And you know, sometimes you really have to understand that if those readings are coming to you, is to understand like your own inner power, so that you can move forward to like maybe a better connection that is gonna respect your boundaries and your core values. But with the Two of Wands, you know, I'm getting there's two. Oh, and even there, oh my gosh, so interesting. Look at that. So when I came into that type of reading, I was like, if I see like a two, I'm gonna analyzing it, because it's kind of like two is kind of like mutual, right? So one side, the other side, two side, okay, whatever. So we have two ones here, but you can see how a one is like higher than the other one, which is kind of like a sign for me that there's incompatibility. And you can see how this character is like turning their back to that one, touching that one here with kind of this planet to see like, okay, like how can I move forward for like my better self? Which is, once again, yes, they're filling in two, but I'm getting incompatibility here. So this person is like, you know, maybe they have understand, or it could be you too, that this connection is not working. So they're like really focusing on themselves, building themselves up, learning about that painful experience. Why the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups? So this person, like, they kind of enjoy your energy. So I'm getting with the Three of Cups, you know, this is about friendship. You could have left, some of you could have left in good terms, or even like with the dishonesty and betrayal. If you can talk about it, this person I feel would be open to, yeah, friendship or something like that. Because we do have the King of Cups, which is kind of like a loving and generous person, someone who listens and support and anchor. So it's kind of like they enjoy your energy, but maybe they can't offer you what you need at the moment because of that incompatibility. So yeah, to be sure, yes, they feel the connection too. But I don't feel at the moment a connection like happily ever after is possible because of that incompatibility. Because like, you know, you can be like, you can have a connection but are not in the same, you're not at the same place in life. I don't know if you ever heard about that. Like some people, like, I don't know, they have like a degree and then the other person is still studying. I don't know, it's a basic example, but you're not like in the same place, so it's hard to make a connection work, even though you have a strong connection, which I'm kind of getting like this is your situation here. Let's put out some oracles. Okay, let's get one for this deck also. Okay. So we have stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. And we have security. So those two cards for me are kind of like not a lot of movement, a lot of like... But there's like a call for shift, flow, and change. Maybe to get some security. I'm really like drawn to this. Oh my gosh, what is the name in English? What is the name of like? He's from Ice Age. I forgot the name, but you know, like this is like a symbol for me of like if I'm like based on Ice Age, the movie. Yeah, tell me in the comments what is his name. I forgot. I think I had more the French version than English version name. So, and even anyway, I can't remember it. But this is like someone that is like, you know, fighting, kind of like independent vibe, you know, like, but I mean, they're providing for like his little new family. But it's getting like, I'm getting a lot of emperor energy based on that ISH. I can't believe I made this, this link. Oh, and there's like even, oh my gosh, this looked like an after Two of Swords. There's like a character here with like two swords that are instead of being like this or like that. So it's kind of like, okay, like the decision is made. I'm moving forward to provide myself some security because I can't find it in that connection. It was kind of like really stagnant. And you know, the feeling stuck for me is kind of like a way of getting out of it. You know, like you can see like this character could like, if it get drawn into the waters. So I would say like this connection is here, okay? Like you're not delulu or something. Of course not. There's a connection. But I feel like at the moment it's not really possible to make that connection work as both of you would want to. Because like incompatibility and you're not in the same place right now. And I feel like maybe a lot of you are stuck in the past with the feeling stuck here. You're kind of like hoping that this connection could work in some ways. And I feel like Spirit is advising you to instead moving for, you know, shift, flow, and change. Like moving into the river for more security, for something that is better for you. Like security could be one of your core values that wasn't respected in that connection. So do you really want that for yourself? It's kind of in a way. So it's kind of like calling you to reaching more than this connection. I know it's hard, so like of course they're gonna be here to let you take your time, and you can be patient with yourself too in that process. But yeah, I would say yes, they feel the connection too, but it's not, it can be working at the moment. All right, let's get you a message from the universe. Now my cats, or update on my cats, because I feel like they're important for your reading. They're chilling apart, like the health distance, and they're chilling in the sun, and they're just like living their best life because they're sun. I don't know if you have cats and they enjoy sun, but yeah, they're just like chilling apart from each other, which I do feel maybe it's better for a connection, but you know, for me, always a master of your own decision. And with that note, we're gonna get a message from the universe here. So do you have any message for Pawan about their connection? What message do you have for Pawan? I think it's right. Okay, so we have, sorry, I think I'm gonna get sick soon. Oh my gosh, I hope not. Okay, it says opportunities will soon knock at your door, debt will be wiped clean, and your bills will be paid in full. Your finances are about to change. So, okay, this could be like an advice generally in your life. I do feel with this card like a lot of you are stuck and don't know what to do, which is kind of why maybe the oracles were really relevant to you. It doesn't have to be in only that connection, but in general. So just telling you, you know, to be like, once again, a little bit more patient and to focus on the things you can control for now. Because there is something you can control even if you want to. So it's really just about, you know, going with the flow, and then the opportunities will come at you. So I'm gonna end the reading here, guys. Well, I hope you, I hope it resonates, really. I know it's hard to enjoy, but I hope it resonates. Of course, if you have any additional question, you're just from the precise experience, my Etsy shop is linked in the description box. If you did subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much for encouraging me and my growth as a tarot reader. If you feel comfortable sharing your experience in the comment, you're always welcome to do so, and you can always like the video for support. So I'm wishing all the best, and I really hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hello, hello, pal 2. If you choose this lace agate crystal, this is going to be a reading, so welcome. I hope you're doing well. So as I said in the beginning, we're doing the tarot reading. After that, we're going to get some oracles, finish off with a message from the universe. I decided with pile 1 that I'm going to start with the tarot reading, see what is going on in that connection. And if it doesn't provide the answer, you know what, I think I'm going to do like in 2 times. So what is going on in that connection? And after that, do they feel the connection too? Which is kind of like the question for today. If you have any additional question after this reading or just want a personalized experience, I do have an Etsy shop. The link is going to be put in the description box. And yeah, so let's get to it. So I'm just gonna put that aside. So for pile 1, the reading was really chaotic because of my cats, but now they seem to enjoy sun. They seem chill now, so it should be fine. It was like so distracting. Okay, I'm calling all spirit and guardian angels, so please help me connect into pile 2. And their connection. So, alright, so for this reading, little disclaimers, you have to be waiting for any type of answers, maybe even the one you might not want to. It's important for me to be transparent to the cards, but just know that I'm always wishing the best for you guys. Honestly, I hate kind of like doing those negative readings sometimes because like I wish I could provide you like the answer that you would want, which is positive, right? Anyway, and this is a general reading on YouTube for entertainment purpose. So I really invite you to, you know, take the message that resonates with you at the end. For me, you're always a master of your own decision, and we're looking at the current energy, so nothing is in stones. I feel like I keep like not saying my words right. I do feel like someone has a really shy energy, and I'm getting like the Page of Swords. This is kind of like the shy type for me. It's kind of like a stalking energy. So, okay. And if you feel comfortable, you can always subscribe to my channel. I kind of want to take a time to thank my new and current subscribers, and I really appreciate each one of you. All right, so first of all, what is going on in that connection, Spirit? For pile 2, what is going on in pile 2's connection? Okay, 5 of Wands. What is going on in that connection? For pile 2. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay, my second interruptions in my reading. I'm sorry for that. I kind of panicked because, like, I mean, you hear my cats. Like, what was that? Anyway. Okay, okay, what is going on between pile 2 and their connection? Sorry about that, by the way. And by the way, my cats are fine. They were just, like, fighting. Let's get one more. As I was saying to pile 1, like, they have food, they have water. You know, sometimes, like, cats fight for no reason. So this is kind of like a little bit what is going on. Okay, so as always, I'm going to clarify each of them. Why do I have Wands? Okay, why the Ace of Swords? Why the 5 of Pentacles in reverse? Why the 6 of Swords? Why the Magician? The Star. Okay. Okay, it's really interesting to see the 5 of Wands clarified by the 2 of Cups. I'm just gonna take a sip real quick. I feel like I'm gonna bring clarifiers to that right away, because the 5 of Wands can be conflict, but it can also be competition. Why the 2 of Cups? Okay, I'm definitely getting 3 of Cups in reverse is a love triangle. I'm getting there's a third wheel here in that connection. And this is why maybe the competition is coming true. I don't know if you're into someone that is really popular and attractive, but they have a lot of person around them. you could be like the one character that is like, hey, I'm here, hello, shooting from afar. Yeah, there's definitely a third wheel in that connection. So maybe this is why you're sensing, like, are they gonna choose me or are they gonna choose the other person? I'm really getting like this is from your person's side. This person is, I'm getting their healing in some way. With the Ace of Swords, there's kind of like a breakthrough. It's kind of like we're changing perspective on something. Eight of Pentacles is kind of like skills. I don't know if this is someone that is really into like developing personal skills. You know, like listening to podcasts about personal development. You know, I'm getting. With the Six of Cups, though, I'm kind of getting there is something. I feel like you have kind of seen each other for quite some bit now. I do wonder if this is like before or after the love triangle. This person could be, because I was getting, look at that, the Seven of Swords. So I do wonder if this person is like, I don't think this is a relationship for now. It's more like a situationship, and this person is like open to see other options. It feels like it can get to the next step, but I'm really having a hard time right now reading those energies. I feel like I have to bring some clarifiers for sure. Why the Six of Cups? So I feel like this connection is a little bit intimidating for one of the person. Okay, now, okay. You know what? I decided today, and they're still gonna fight. Sorry. They were about to fight again. I have one cat that likes to be on top of the other cat, and the other cat is like a big meower, so he's like, ah! Anyway, they were looking at, I like to use my cats today as a tool for a spiritual reading. And they were like really looking at each other from afar. So you could be like, a thing here. I'm getting like also a lot of questions. You could be asking a lot about what was this eye contact meant, or there is like some, yeah, there's some things here. Why the Ten of Wands? Let's get one more about that. Okay, reverse. Why the Two of Swords? I do wonder if like there's something, but someone is kind of ignoring it. It's kind of like they have been shown themselves as like they don't care, but in reality they do care. Why the Six of Swords and the Nine of Wands? I have the Ten of Cups here. So I do feel like they feel something too, but it's like really stressing them out. Are they trying to put that afar? Ooh, the Devil here. Okay, there could be some obsession. I do wonder if they feel the connection too, but maybe more in, well, physical intimacy way. I'm getting. Because the Nine of Wands is being on the defensive. You can see like how this person is pulling walls here. It could be you too, by the way. The energy could be vice versa, but I'm getting like a lot of walls. Okay, hold on. Let me just... Even here, there's like a lot of walls in front of the person. And I feel like this is why it is so hard to read them. And even here, like even like the little one here is really in front of their face, which is like their... And I do feel it's funny because I'm getting a vibe that they think they're like so subtle. They could like be watching you from afar, you know, and you kind of like you have noticed them, and they feel like they're really like subtle, but they're not. Which is kind of like, I don't know, it makes me laugh. Okay, why the Ace of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles? It's kind of like they haven't been honest with themselves. I'm hearing like a lot of chit chat. So this person is kind of playing nonchalant. Is that what it is? Or playing like, don't care. But in reality, they kind of do see some, they kind of feel something. I keep getting the watching from afar. I don't know like how many eye contact you exchange. But yes, I do feel like they feel it too. They see it too, the connection. But I don't know. They feel like I kind of really want still to ask the question. Because it's kind of like there's the cup here. It feels like this person in general is really not connected to their deep emotions. So it's really maybe contrary to you, for example. So it could be like really hard for them. Like they're putting a wall and it's really hard for them to connect to like their deep emotions. So they could be like feeling a connection and be like, what the hell is that? What am I feeling? This is like, and I'm getting a little bit of ego from their side. Look at that crown. That is like really like in their head, far away from the deep, emotions. I just saw the Empress too, okay. Which is kind of like a physical intimacy card for me, depending on the context, but it makes me think of that. All right, so Spirit, does pile 2 person feel their connection to? Okay, oh my gosh, the 5 of Wands is still here. Do they feel the connection to? So maybe some cards are gonna still pop out, Do they feel the connection to? Did they feel the connection to? So you have 555. I don't know if 555 is significant. 555 is also like a great symbol of like major change, which I feel is pretty positive for that connection. I do get though that, I don't know, for some of you, if there is a love triangle and that resonates with you, I feel like right now they're choosing you. Okay, why the 5 of Wands? Or like you could see them with like people and being like, oh my god, is there like, but it's like nothing serious compared to like the depth that they feel for you. Why the High Priestess? Why the 5 of Cups? So we're getting 3 queens on the board. Why the Queen of Swords? So yeah, they're definitely feeling they're really fighting it in some way. We do have the 5 of Wands again, which is kind of like they're trying to like ignore, like fight away the feelings of that connection. But like there is something really like magnetic, really fiery, patient, especially since they clarified by the Queen of Wands. So it's kind of like they can't help it to feel attracted to you. Like they can feel your warmth in some way. I mean, we do have 3 queens out of the 4 on the board, so yep. It's pretty strong. Like it's and of course I don't have any gender to my cards, so like you don't have to identify as a queen or like be a woman, but like to have like 3 queens, I don't know if it feels like cutie for me. I don't know, it feels like significant. So there's really a lot of like contract, like the 5 of Pentacles is kind of like pulling out, and then the 3 of Pentacles is pulling in. You could be like going to school together. I feel like you're working on a project together, either school or work. And this is when like they really feel your connection. I don't know if you like share a lot of ideas, but like they really find you like, oh my god, they're really intelligent. They find you really intelligent. You have a kind of way to show off to that person, in a good way, of course. You have a way to show off to that person, and they are really like, oh my god, Paltu is like talented. Paltu is so nice. And yeah, you're kind of in their mind a lot. Of course I feel it too, but they're kind of like fighting against it. Like, nope. I don't want to fall in love right now. I'm kidding. And you know, with the queen, we're kind of ending also with the Queen of Swords, which is kind of like saying the truth, acting for ourselves, what we really want. And it's clarified by the Temperance, which is a card of like patience. You can say like there's a long run before like you can get what you really want for that connection. So this person, one message that they would want to say to you is that please wait for me while I'm trying to figure stuff out. But since you're the master of your own decision, you really don't have to wait for that person if you don't feel like it. But there's like potential here, but it's just gonna take like some time. With the High Priestess especially, like this person, like they're really like in the beginning of like what the hell am I feeling? It could be like the first time that they're feeling something that deep. And with the Ten of Pentacles, I mean, you guys, the Ten of Pentacles is kind of like when you want something serious. And this is why I feel like this person is not used to that. It could be like, maybe they have been like serious a long time ago and they have been hurt, you know, like those type of people. But yeah, they're starting to realize like the potential of that connection. And I'm seeing a lot of Pentacle here, which is once again like not like deep emotions like the Cups, but it's something pretty stable in the long term. Okay, we're gonna bring some clarifiers here. Why the Five of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles? So there's a lot of like anxiety around that connection. One more. Yeah, so it's better like to just show like we don't care. Okay, like this is... So, you know what? Yes, they feel the connection. Like maybe a lot. But they show like they don't. Like, look at that. Like in reality, they're like so... anxious and they like the Four of Swords in reverse is also like a lot of idea at a time, which makes me feel like you're really in their mind a lot, but they are in the exterior showing like they don't really care. Kind of an apathy vibe. Why the Judgment as the overall energy? It's kind of like this person is really drawn to you. It's kind of like you calling them out in some way. And the Eight of Wands is also moving really fast. So I feel like this person, yeah, it's a little bit intimidating by how fast this thing can move on. They can move forward. And it's not necessarily you putting the pressure. It's more like them being like, oh, you know, like I really like that person. I don't know. Like maybe they have seen you see them with someone and they're kind of like, oh, wait. Like, is Pal 2 gonna leave me, you know? So yeah, guys, they're really feeling the connection. But they're fighting to not feel it. Or they're trying not to let them get too much to them. Like to have it too much strong impact on them. Okay, we're gonna pull out some oracles. I have a card that flew on the ground. Okay. Let's see, one card of this deck. One card of this deck. Oh gosh. I had like a dirty mind when I'm seeing that peach. No children are supposed to watch this video, but okay. Oh my gosh, this is also like... Is that like... I think this girl is pregnant. Okay. It says the sacred well, so it says replenishment, self-care, giving from a place of plenty, and fulfillment. That's interesting. I do wonder if this person feel like you have a lot to give. Those two cards are really about fulfillment. Like, I don't know, is this person can't give enough, can have enough of your energy? They really enjoy your body also. Oh God. I have to get out of the dirty jokes, but like they, like kind of like a juicy peach. Self-care, yeah, they really like find you really beautiful and attractive. Like really take care of yourself. Like really handsome. I don't know why, for some of you that applies, hips could be important here. I was really drawn to like that triangle here, which is like kind of like those person that had like triangle shape. Yeah, I don't know if you have that. It could be like your turn on to that person. But yeah, this person, of course, they're feeling that connection. They're seeing like you have a lot of potential. I keep getting back to like the fulfillment, the giving from a place of plenty. White flowers also could be important. Like someone in the connection is really a charmer and the other one is kind of like swept by their feet. I don't know if that's the expression. But yeah, they're really they're really feeling a connection. And I don't know if it has been like you haven't been known this person for a lot of time. And this is why this person is like, whoa, wait, that's too fast. Like, I just get to know Pal too, and I'm already swept up by my feet. And they're like, what the hell is that? You make a strong impression on that person. And with that being said, let's go with the message from the universe here. So, is there any messages you have to Pal 2 about that connection? What message you have for Pal 2 about that connection? Oh, interesting. Okay. All right. So we have, don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you for to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself and appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only ever regret not saying it. Oh, guys, are you planning to confess your feelings for that person? I mean, okay, wait, hold on. I have to be intuitive on that. If you tell them I love you to that person, how would they answer? I feel like the temperance card is really significant. They might be like, oh, like, I feel the connection too, but like, I need some more time. So that it's really like authentic to them. Because I feel like it could be, wow, I'm really getting, for a lot of you, you do not know this person for that much time to be in this state of saying I love you. But like, in my opinion, there's no time in connection. Like some people, they get married after like 42 days, or like it can take like 10 years. So I'm getting like this is, I think we had the 8 of Wands earlier. So this is a connection that is moving fast. But I find it really interesting that it says, don't be afraid to say I love you, because this person is not going to be like, ew. And even if there is like a third party, I don't know, I want to say life is short, YOLO, guys. But this person is going to be open to it, but they're just going to need some time. But they're going to really find that, they're going to feel really touched about it. So if you feel drawn to say I love you, of course you're the master of your own decision. But if you feel drawn to that message, well, it's kind of like, I feel like I would understand if you are hesitating because this person feel like they don't care. They're showing you they don't care, but they're watching you from afar and you kind of like, you already know that this person kind of has something for you. And it's true, they do have something for you. But yeah, it's so funny. I'm getting like really the image of like someone that I think they're subtle. They're like, don't care, but they're watching you from afar and you kind of like, I know you have something for me. All right, so I'm gonna end the reading here, guys. Well, I hope you enjoy. I hope it helps you bring clarity. Of course, if you have, as I said in the beginning, any additional question after this reading or you just want a precise experience, my Etsy shop is going to be put in the description box. If you did subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much for encouraging me and my growth as a tarot reader. If you feel comfortable sharing your experience in the comment, you're always welcome to do so. And you can always like for support. And on that, I'm wishing all the best and I really hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hi Paltry, if you choose the aragonite crystal, this is going to be a reading, so welcome. I hope you're doing well. So as I said in the beginning, we're looking at does your person feel the connection too? So I want to start with the tarot reading, see what is going on in that connection. After that, we're gonna do another tarot reading to provide the answer to the question. There's some oracles that I want to pull out and finish off with a message from the universe. Of course, if you have any additional question after this reading, or you just want a precise experience, I'm gonna put the link to my Etsy shop in the description box, so really don't hesitate. And with that being said, we're just gonna put that here. All right, I'm gonna ask Spirit to please tune me into the energy of pile 3, and we already see the Lovers here. By the way, sorry, my cards are well. All right, please help me tune in through pile 3 energy and the connection. I saw the Devil too. Okay, so by the way, for this type of reading, you know, it's always important for me to be transparent to the cards. So just, you have to be open to hear like any answers you can get, even the one you don't want to get. But just know that I'm always wishing the best for you guys. You know, I'm not like particularly enjoying the negative reading. But you know, like some cards are just like, anyway, it's important for me to be transparent to the cards. Just note also that this is a general reading on YouTube for entertainment purpose. So really take the message that resonates with you. For me, you're always the master of your own decision. And we're looking at the current energy, okay? So I'm not taking a stand. It's set in stones. All right. With that being said. So for pile 1 and pile 2, we had little interactions with my cats. And I decided to take them as spiritual tools for reading today. Well, one of them is, well, no, they were fighting, but now they're chilling. One of them is in the sun. They're really enjoying being in the sun. It's kind of like the little beach moment. And the other one is not in the sun, but chilling too. We're going to see if that's relevant. So first of all, what is going on, Spirit, in pile 3's connection? What is going on between pile 3 and their person? What's going on with that connection? All right, Eight of Wands. Let's go like that. What is going on in that connection? All right, why the Eight of Wands? I'm gonna place the card after. Why the Empress? I'm just gonna put out, because this card came too and I feel like it's relevant. Why the Ace of Wands? Okay. All right. So there's definitely a connection here, and I once again see the Lovers popping out. Knight of Cups underneath. So the first thing that I'm noticing is the Eight of Wands is really a moving fast forward energy, and the Nine of Pentacles is slow and steady. So I do wonder if you in a connection, because there's definitely a connection with the High Priestess as the overall energy. There's something deep going on, more like there is a connection going, happening more than in the 3D world, okay? I do feel like you have been seeing each other for quite some time and you're in good terms. But I feel, you know, like someone wants things to move forward fast. The other one kind of wants to take their time. And I do wonder if this is like because of the Ace of Wands and the Ten of Swords here. Why the Ten of Swords? I said 8, right? Ten of Swords. Why the Ten of Swords? There's conflict. Why? One more. Ego. It could also be self-esteem. One more. Someone who doesn't feel like they have the self-esteem. Someone is putting the other one on a pedestal. It's interesting because we're getting like King of Cups, King of Pentacles, Queen of Wands are like different minor arcanas. It feels like you're not seeing eye to eye on something yet. Or it could be like just in the very beginning, you're still getting to know each other. even if you have been seeing each other for quite some time, I'm getting that someone is a little bit closed off, like they like to take their time. Even though there is a connection. And even like the Three of Wands, it's not like a moving forward fast energy. So I do wonder if like someone is like really here to like find their person with the King of Cups. I'm also getting like a too good to be true vibe. But with the Empress is like usually we're creating something. It's like really abundant. So this is why I feel like you're really in good terms. They could be like a strong magnetic attraction. And the Six of Swords that is kind of like moving forward to make it work with the Eight of Pentacles. It's just like, you know, it takes some time. And I'm getting like slow work in progress. Yeah. Kind of like the Knight of Pentacles. So really someone likes to take their time here. It's kind of like craftsmanship, you know, like they're building something solid. But like the passion is still here. So I'm getting like someone in the connection is really feeling something they're not used to. Like their head is telling them like slow and steady and work in progress. But yet like their fiery energy, passion, emotions perhaps are like moving forward. So I do wonder if someone is like a little bit in they have to adapt a little bit. Which would make sense with the Temperance. I just saw the Knight of Wands also, which is kind of like adventure and moving forward, and it could be like really strong sexual energy also. It could be that. Why the Temperance? Yeah, someone is a little bit guarded. They're kind of like, wait, it's moving too fast. Like, oh, Three of Cups, love that. Okay, yeah, there is definitely something here. But someone wants to... I don't know why I'm getting. Someone likes to take their time, and it's making the other person wants them more and craving them more, which is kind of like, it makes sense why I saw the Devil earlier. You know, when you don't have fully access to something in a way, you kind of like, it kind of makes a little bit of an obsession. Which is kind of like what I'm getting here. So someone feels really sexy to the other person by being like guarded and taking their time. And there's a lot of like mystery. High Priestess can also be mystery. So like we don't know the person yet, but we feel so drawn to it. And you know, some people, they do get really attracted to the mystery people. So I'm getting like it could be something here. And especially since there was a cross, I'm getting, you know, like when you see it like this, like there's kind of like an X to the heart, which is kind of like, not yet. You don't have access to me yet, but there is definitely something. Why the High Priestess as your overall energy? Let's get more into that. Yeah, someone is like giving crumbs. I love that. Someone is like, you don't have fully access to me, like just wait. I have like so much to offer, but like I'm not offering all of it yet. One more. And the other person feel like, oh, they're like genuine. But I'm getting like the King of Wands. So I'm getting like, so there's a lot of questions around that connection. Like, are they like serious? I would say they do. We do have three. Do we have like three queen? Oh, I thought it's in the other reading. Oh, we do have... Wait. We have two... Okay, we have three queens. They're interesting. We have two kings. So, I don't know why I feel in this reading, the king and queens are really solid foundation for me. And we have like King of Pentacles, King of Cups, King of Wands. We have Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, which is like both of the... And listen, I don't have like any genders to my reading, but let's say like the person that has more feminine energy, the person that has more masculine energy. Okay, so Queen and King. So we have like 3 out of 4 for both parties. So I feel like this person is serious, and even if they're giving crumbs right now, it doesn't mean that they are like fooling around. Like someone is kind of like having a misconception about the other person. But they are serious. Yeah, they're just like, why are they not moving forward? Do they don't care? Someone is asking themselves a lot of questions. One more. Yeah, but they're serious. Ace of Cups. It's just like this person kind of has... I mean, it could be, once again, the energy could be vice versa. I'm getting this person has really like healthy boundaries. So taking one step at a time, even if there's like strong magnetic attraction, sexual energy, maybe you haven't been involved under the sheets yet, because this person likes to take their time before discovering that person. For them, it's really sacred in some way. For them, it's really important to not show themselves like in a vulnerable way yet. So this person is kind of like asking you to respect that type of situation. If this is vice versa, this person would also understand you to take your time, even though they want to move forward. So it's interesting because the energy is here. There's definitely something, magnetic attractions, but we want to take our time, right? We don't want to go into the Delulu ship. We want to like be sure that we know each other well and we're like a partnership. So this is really getting for something serious here. And I saw the sun. Yay, love that. Okay, we're still gonna put out some cards to see. Do they feel the connection too? I do feel like they do. But it's gonna get us at the same time see how they're feeling towards you. And my cats are still chilling and not fighting, which is looking good for you. Okay, so where does poetry person feel their connection to? Do they feel their connection to? Yeah, literally. 7 of Pentacles of that. Okay, we have 3 of Swords and 5 of Pentacles. So this person could like to take their time because they're going through a breakup. I love that. Ah, the devil. Ah, the devil. This person is a little naughty dandy. Okay, 10 of Wands. Okay. Like, they like to put a friend for sure. Hangman. Okay, why the 7 of Pentacles? Yeah. Why the 10 of Wands? And why the Hangman? Okay, so that's pretty much confirming what I was saying. And this person feels like the like wanting to go fast, but like the slow and steady energy at the same time. So it's really working them hard to be in that energy, because in their core values, it's really important to take their time. 7 of Pentacles. Maybe they have been hurt in the past. Okay, so it's important to like be sure that this could be important, because they really enjoy your energy and the energy of the connection, and they want to make sure that this could be it. Like, they're looking for settle. This is not someone that wants something non-serious. And the devil for me is kind of like the Ace of, I don't know, the Ace of Swords is kind of like well, they're really attracted to you, we're not gonna lie, but they're kind of like, they want to take their time. But like the Empress is also a sexual card. Like, oh my gosh, like poetry is so attractive, you know, in some way. And the 10 of Wands is kind of like they still have walls, and they, as I said, they're asking you to be patient, and they really want you to know that they have strong feelings for that connection, but it's important for them to like take time, and they don't want to disappoint you, and they're kind of scared of losing you at the same time. So they're really asking you like, please be patient with me. Like, I really enjoy your energy. I want it to work, but I just don't want to mess up like perhaps maybe they did before. But the 2 of Pentacles, like, it's team spirit. 10 of Cups, guys. Woo! We're looking for something good here. Yeah, Queen of Wands. All right. Yeah, but they really want to take their time. Even the Hangman is kind of like, wait, I want to make sure. I want to like make sure that this is the right thing. Like, they you know, they don't want to mess up. So this is why like the slow and steady is really important for them. But of course with the devil, like there is like I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of a flirty energy in the air. So yeah, so do they feel a connection? Of course they do. And even like the Empress is also abundance, fertility also. So this is why it could be like a sex card. Beauty. So it's kind of like, if you're, I don't know if you're working, I feel like you've seen each other in a for some of you, you're not seeing each other in a love context necessarily. So you could be seeing each other at school or at work. And this person is just like happy to feel your energy and to be like a little bit flirty, but really subtle. Oh my god, I'm getting like a Hollywood movie type of scenario here. But yeah, so you know, in short, they do feel the connection. They just want to take their time. They want to make sure that they don't fuck up. They don't fuck it up. And with that being said, let's get the oracles for you guys. So let's get one from this deck. And also one from this deck. All right, so we have the waterfall. It says inner power, unbridled, oh gosh, I can't pronounce that. Unbridled confidence and claiming your place and taking risk. So this person, they are, oh my gosh, and also there's fire here. I don't know, they really want you to know that you're theirs. I'm getting like, you're mine. Don't go anywhere. You're mine. And it's kind of like, you know, this person wants to be like, by the way, like, and I don't know, taking risk. Oh gosh, I don't know if they're like flirty, like, as I said, they're giving you crumbs. And it's kind of like, they know in a way that it keeps you entertained. And it could also be for some of you that they're like thinking about, you know, like just being like, fudge that. And like get into sexual intimacy, you know, guys, I'm getting full Delulu Hollywood scenario here, but for me it's good, you know, like taking risk. It could be like taking risk with you. You're really making them, especially with the inner power, like getting them out of their comfort zone. And this is something they really enjoy. I feel like this is someone that is really looking to a future partner, someone that would get them out of their comfort zone. This is kind of how you get inner power also. Like making things flow, right? It can stay stagnant. You kind of have to get out of your comfort zone to like being a better person. And I feel like you brought something in them in that matter. And they really enjoyed that. So the connection's here, definitely. So we're gonna get your message from the universe. And it's really interesting, you know, as we're using my cats. So my cats were in the distance. And now they have pulled a little bit closer. They did that because one of my cats, they want to follow the sun. And it has been like moving a little bit to the right where my other cat is. So he has moved to the sun, but like closer to the other cats. Oh, and the other cat is moving right now. And the other cat is looking like, where are you going? Wait, don't go. So someone likes to play like a little bit cats and dogs, but like in a flirty way. Okay, let's get through your message, guys. So what messages do you have for pile 3 about the connection? Okay, so we're gonna read it together. So it says, try not to dwell on the past or spend too much time worrying about the future. All it does is steal your joy and sense of inner peace. Concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment for what it is. You're creating new memories. So I feel like it's really about enjoying the process. You could be someone that, like, you know, all the questioning, like, they're only giving me crumbs and like all the... there's a lot of temptation here. And it's really just asking you to like enjoy the process. Like to really enjoy it. Yeah, enjoy the process. I'm getting like when you taste like a juicy fruit. Not the gum. Like a juicy peach, for example. I got that in pile 2. And it's kind of like you enjoy like the taste of the peach. Okay. So yeah, concentrate on the here and now and enjoy every moment. Like, it's kind of like fun. I'm getting like there's a fun vibe in like the little crumbs and kind of like that. You know, there's something like you kind of like, some of you might like trying like being handsome or like sexy to them, and you know, like they're like looking from afar and they're like, ooh, damn. So yeah, I really enjoy the process and the little game and the temptation. I feel like, you know, it's not gonna last a long time. This person, I feel like the taking risks is kind of like, for me, they're gonna say like, fudge that and just go for it. But just enjoy while it lasts. And on that, I'm gonna end the reading here. So I hope you enjoy. I hope it helps you bring clarity. As I said in the beginning, if you have any additional question or you just want a precise experience, all of that are welcome on my Etsy shop. The link is going to be put in the description box. If you did subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much for encouraging me and my growth as a tarot reader. If you feel comfortable sharing your experience in the comment, you're always welcome to do so. And you can always like the video for support. So I'm wishing all the best, and I really hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Hi, Pal 4. If you choose this adventuring little heart crystal, this is going to be your reading. So welcome. I hope you're doing well. So today's reading, we're looking at, does your person feel the connection too? So we're going to start with a tarot reading, see what is going on in that connection. Then we're going to answer the question in another tarot reading. I have some oracles that I want to pull out for you and finish off with a message from the universe. Of course, if you have any additional question after this reading or you just want a precise experience, I do have an Etsy shop. The link is going to be put in the description box. So you're always welcome here. And with that being said, we're going to put that here and then we're going to give that a good shuffle. I'm going to ask for you to please put me into the energy of Pile 4 and the connection with their person. I hope we're doing well, by the way. All right, so in those type of reading, I mean, in my reading in general, it's always important for me to be transparent to the cards. So just be aware that any answers could come up, even the one we don't want to. But just know that I'm always wishing the best for you guys. Also, this is a general reading on YouTube for entertainment purpose. So yeah, really take the message that resonates with you. For me, you're always the master of your own decision, and we're looking at the current energy, so nothing is set in stones. And also, as I said in the last 3 piles, I'm using today my cats as spiritual tools because for pile 1 and 2, they have been fighting and distracting me a lot. And I'm like, why not use for the reading? So right now, news on the cats. One of them is like chilling in the sun. And the other one is also chilling in the sun, but trying to get into my laundry basket. And I don't know if you hear the noise just yet, but it's annoying. So it's distracting me. Don't worry, my cats are fine, okay? Like, even if they fight, they have food, water, and everything they need. But yeah. The cat that is playing with my laundry basket seems a little bit... See? Over here. It seems a bit impatient. Maybe not getting what they want. I love using my cats for spiritual meanings. Okay, and also, if you're feeling comfortable, you can always subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much for that in advance. And I want to take a time to thank my new and current subscribers. And I really appreciate each one of you. And with that being said, Spirit, what is going on in the connection between Pile 4 and the person? Okay, not much. Hearing, not much. They're like, meh. Oh, see, the other cat is leaving now. Okay, the other cat is following the other cats. Okay, we have the Two of Cups. Interesting. And see, they're fighting now. Okay, well. But it was kind of like they were fighting after the first cat was following the other one. And the other one, which was the one that was impatient. Okay. My cat decided they had a role today in the movie of my tarot readings. Okay, why the Hangman? Why the Wheel of Fortune? Why the Strength? Why the Strength? Okay. Why the Two of Cups? Okay, I saw the Lovers just pop it. Here you go. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. So, not much is going on right now in that connection because none of you make a move to the other person. The Hangman is kind of like, you know, things are being put on hold, literally. The character is being put on hold. And the King of Wands is kind of like the entrepreneurship, like you conquest, you go for a person. Which I'm making so much link with like my cats that has been following the other cats. It could be an advice that someone should do that. And it's interesting because the first cat, okay, because I have two, okay, right, okay. Let's say first and second. So the first cat was following the second cat, and the second cat was the one playing with my laundry basket, being a little bit impatient, and it was kind of like knocking. Let's say like they were playing with the laundry basket, but it could look like they're knocking on doors. Like the second cat was like, "What are you waiting for?" So it could be like someone in the connection is waiting for the other person to make a move, and they're going to make a move. Some of you could be like really strong in manifestation. It could work. If you, for example, if you're into it, doing rituals or like wishful thinking, it could work in that connection. Like, so this person can come to you. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups is telling me like this is a connection that is meant to be. Well, for me, as I said, once again, you're the master of your own decision, but I'm getting like this is pretty good. We do have Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, we have 3 Ace. Okay. And Ace of Pentacles is like something serious. And we did have, you know, the Lovers. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Devil. And I think I'm going to clarify the Devil here because there is like some link here. So yes, there is like definitely a connection. But I'm getting like there's chains here that they are not in the Lovers. I'm getting like, you know, in the Lovers, it's kind of like a free... how can I say that? Like a free connection, but like with the Devil, there's like chains. They're like by their neck. You don't see it because there's like body parts here that I had to cover for YouTube, but like they're chained. I really want to clarify that. Why the Devil? I do wonder if this is like obsession. 7 of Cups in the World. I don't think this is that negative. I feel like there is, with the 7 of Cups, what I realize is that one of you can have like a lot of options. But I feel like the character is really looking at this option here and it's kind of like shining, you know? So even though someone has a lot of a choice, they're still choosing you or like you choosing them. And with the World, it's kind of like, no matter where you are in this world, you're still gonna feel a strong pull towards each other. So yeah, there is definitely something magnetic here. Why the 5 of Cups? I feel like someone is still hurt from something in the past, either that happened in that connection or from a past relationship or connection. Like someone is still trying to rebuild themselves. Or someone could see like this person is kind of acting like someone in the past and it kind of makes me think of them, but it didn't like end well. So they kind of have to learn that this person is not the same as the person in the past that has treating them badly. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, because the Knight of Swords is kind of like, not working. But then, like, the Knight of Cups is like, chill out. Like, you feel comfortable with them. It's not the same thing. So someone is really fighting about, like, not jumping into conclusion too much in that connection. There is something a lot solid with the 10 of Pentacles here. It could lead to, like, something really serious. Why the... Yeah, but it's gonna take some time. One more. Okay, why the 8 of Swords? Someone is like blind. Look at that. Those two characters has like blindfolds on their eyes. Maybe someone is like playing innocent. Like, nah, you know, there's no connection here. Or like thinking about wishful thinking. Too good to be true, maybe? One more. Yeah, too good to be true. I feel like both of you are literally thinking that. I'm getting there's a lot of mutual energy here. Like the World, the Wheel of Fortune, those are like two energies. It's kind of like you two energies are joining forces to each other, even like the 2 of Cups. So it kind of like you're thinking the same thing. That's really interesting. And even like the Devil, it's kind of like you feel a strong pull towards each other. And you might have a lot of common points also. The hands here are really important with the ace. It's kind of like giving or like taking. I'm trying to see how that can be relevant. I do wonder if there were like a lot of offers. There was a lot of offers. Like, offering something, taking something, taking charge. I don't know why I feel like you kind of blend well. Someone likes to give, someone likes to take, but like you kind of blending well because, some people like their love language in a sense is like giving and like the other person is taking and they're fine with it, so it could be that. But yeah, there's not much happening, but it's kind of like I don't know if you do like telepathy or something, but like it seems like there's a strong connection, even though not a lot is happening in the 3D world. Okay. So let's see if they feel the connection too. But I feel for now it's a yes, but it's gonna help us at the same time see whether they're feeling towards you. Okay, okay, on my cats. Update on the cats. News of the day. The second cat is also close to the laundry basket. I feel like because the sun is now facing the laundry basket, maybe they want to be warm. But they're just like sitting in front looking at maybe my first cat and waiting, which is like literally the hangman. My cat just look at me like, are you talking about me? But yeah, they're waiting. They're sitting here waiting, not doing shit, okay? So that could be someone in the connection. I should do that more often, like including my cats in my reading. But I do wonder if some other tarot readers do that on YouTube. Okay. So Spirit, does Pile 4 person feel the connection to for Pile 4? Do they feel the connection for Pile 4 too? I'm hearing like, wait. Wait. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell is that. Why the Death card? That's an interesting one. Okay. Why the King of Wands? Ooh, okay. Why the Queen of Cups? Why the Emperor? So this person is feeling this person is feeling a connection too. However, they're not ready for something serious yet. So I do wonder if the give and take that I saw earlier is maybe like they feel like they're not ready to give and perhaps take what you have to offer yet. They could be putting you on the pedestal, but like they feel the pull. That's the thing. They feel the connection. But like the King of Wands for me is kind of like pretty much independent. It represents like entrepreneurship, charisma. This person likes kind to be open to options. That's the problem here. But here's the thing. Death is literally a change. We saw the Ace of Swords earlier, which is also like a breakthrough, a clarity, kind of like changing perspective. So there's hope that this person can be looking for something serious in the future with you. Not yet, though. Because the Page of Pentacles is kind of like learning, but it's really like in the early phases. And it's kind of like they're not ready yet. Because they kind of want, they have to get from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So there's like some steps. Okay, because usually you have like the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. And it's kind of like I'm getting like this person feel like you deserve kind of like a king energy, like the highest energy, but right now they're like at the Page energy, okay? And it's really comforting to them because I don't know why in their kind of past relationships, they were like the one like more in, this is someone that likes to be like on top of things, like they like to have a little bit of power, like in a good way, I don't know what to say. But I'm getting like a strong masculine energy, they like to take charge on something. And I don't know why it feels like with you at the moment they can't, okay? When I say masculine energy, it doesn't have to be a man, by the way. But like, this is someone that likes to get their things their own way. and not like in an unhealthy way. But it's kind of like they have to build an empire. Like for now, the connection is too stressful for them. That's interesting. This is why I'm getting a lot of wait. I'm trying to like take back into my own power before moving forward in that connection. But they do feel a connection. But yeah, wait, I'm not here yet. They're putting you on hold. Literally on my cats. And all my cats is, well, they're really mad about the laundry baskets. What is going on? Like, their ears are, like, in the back. I think they just want to enjoy sun. Oh, gosh. Okay. Yeah, wait. This card was really pulling forward. So they're already feeling the connection, but it's too, like, stressful for them right now. And it's interesting because the King of Wands and the Queen of Cups kind of happier at the same time. Let's say in the stereotype way, the King and Queen are a couple. And you can see how one is kind of like looking at the other person. The other one is looking elsewhere. There's also like two horses here. There is a long way. They have to like make a way before this happens. They do feel the connection too, but don't expect them to be that serious. Right now, they're not ready for commitment. They could literally have a fear of commitment. And this is like literally, they couldn't get insomnia with that because they're kind of like, oh my god, my path 4 is so amazing and I don't want to lose them, but at the same time, I'm here, blah, blah, blah. So they're like, this is not a nice card, right? It could be them right now. Like there's a lot of like, you know, like internal screaming. But I feel this person is kind of like, with the Page of Cups, I'm getting like they're asking friends around about you. So this is why not a lot of it's going on. And it's interesting because this person could have like a really strong front. And you would never guess that they had like that much anxiety about you. Or like a lot of thoughts. But yet they're asking around about you. But like when they're in front of you, they don't care, you know. But like there's like a pull for sure. Especially with the Empress here. Like they see how like a beautiful person that you are. And an Emperor and Empress can also be a couple. But this is like a strong couple. It's kind of like this person, they're really picky in a sense. And this is why like when they see you, it's kind of like their chance. But they're not ready yet. So it's causing them a lot of anxiety. So of course they feel the connection. But at the moment it's not possible. They have like some work to do on themselves. Of course, you're the master of your own decisions, so you don't have to be waiting for them, but this is like the energy that we're getting. As they're not ready yet. They're like those two cards for me, it's kind of like, no, I'm not ready yet. You know, you put in your back and then when you're ready, you turn. Anyway. And the Six of Wands also, we have the Six of Wands. It could be also like being open to options. Ooh! Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, second cat. News on the cat. So my cats, I never heard them hiss. And now because my cat's seeing a dog outside. And he is. That's the first time I heard it hiss. Oh my gosh. I swear. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I don't think it was the right moment for me to do readings today. Anyway, you're assisting me with me in direct. I'm not even gonna cut out of the video. That is so funny. Like, it's literally like the, wait, I'm not ready yet. Don't come at me. I'm not ready yet. I love you, but I appreciate you, but don't come at me yet. I'm not ready. You know. Okay, anyway, let's get you your oracle. Oh my gosh. I have so much fun doing this reading though. Sorry for the interruption. Let's go with the oracles. Okay, as said. So it says the wishing well, unexpected gift, kindness, karmic jewels. So this is like literally Empress energy. And unexpected, it's kind of like for this person it came too soon. They wish they would have been like in the king level instead of the page, and now like they're kind of like stressed out because they don't want to lose you, but at the same time they're not ready yet. I keep hearing that. And trimming, yeah. I don't know why I don't know why I don't even know if that's the meaning of the word, but when I'm thinking about trimming, it's kind of like jumping on a trampoline, like really high. They really just want to meet you at your level, but they don't feel like they're here yet. Look at that, the giraffe. Oh my gosh, I have like so much work to do to get to the high neck of the giraffe. But I love how there's a lot of light here. There's like even like the sun, like they really see you as like their light, as like their path. So it's kind of like motivating them to like get you, but like they're not ready yet. They're really not ready yet. Like my cat right now is in defensive mode. You should see it. Like my cat has two paws on the window, and two paws like they're like literally standing and like fighting for their territory. You know. This is just a dog, Shinx. Come on. This is just a dog. Alright. Let's get you your message from the universe so that I can take care of my cats. Okay, so Spirit, what is the message you want to offer to Pile 4 about your connection? What advice do you have for Pile 4? Okay, okay. So it says, you're going to be celebrating something very special soon. You'll be so full of joy and happiness. It will almost seem out of this world how suddenly it all happens for you. Be ready for it, expecting it, it's happening. So this could be, you know, it could be an advice about this situation, like this person is gonna come at you soon. Or, you know, especially since like we saw like how the second cat was impatient and then the other cat was coming at them. So they could like make a move at you like pretty soon. Just don't have too high expectations. It's gonna happen, but I feel like this person still has work to do. And I don't think they're gonna tell you like directly. I don't feel like this is someone that has like big words of their emotions yet because they're still learning. So just keep in mind that this person, like really take your time with that person, because like you could be like, you could get like false hope. Okay. But it's interesting how it could be like in other domains of your life too, if you feel like it. But yeah, I feel like it's looking pretty great anyway for that connection, but just let it sometimes. And with that being said, I'm gonna end the reading here. So I hope you enjoy. I hope it helps you bring clarity. As I said in the beginning, and the additional question or personalized experience are welcome on my Etsy shop. The link is going to be put in the description box. If you did subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much for encouraging me and my growth as a tarot reader. If you feel comfortable sharing your experience in the comment, you're always welcome to do so, and you can always like the video for support. So I'm Michelle the Best, and I really hope to see you soon. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.